What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Lendaris. You already know. You see me. L&L Lawn Service, Kansas City, Missouri, Blue Springs area. Back at you. Hey guys, as you can see, look at me. I'm shaking. That's the truck. It's like I got a warped tire. It's making me wobble all over the place, so I got to take it in. I wanted to be at this property to finish up this bush job that I was rudely interrupted by the rain yesterday. Rudely interrupted. It's like somebody saying, hey, you gonna come over to the house today? Nah, I got stuff to do, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be doing anything. I got things to do. I can't come over. And then the next thing you know, you ain't at home and somebody's ringing your doorbell saying, hey man, I'm coming over. And you told me you wasn't coming over. That's how I felt yesterday with the rain. I looked at my phone, looked at the forecast. It said cloudy and didn't supposed to rain. And then next thing you know, I got a couple of yards in, and then I had this bush job that I was doing. Then it started raining. Then it rained all day for the rest of the day. It probably cleared up, I don't know, late enough to the point you ain't going back out. So, but yeah, I gotta try to squeeze. I wanted to be back at that property, doing the bushes, finish it up. And I want to be at the property at 8 o'clock. Had to drop the kids off. And then, you know, I was going to head out. But I started thinking, I'm like, man, I got to get this truck, these wheels, at least switched out or something. So I'm like, let me go ahead, call the wifey, come pick me up, pick me up at the tire place, take this, drop it off, go back home, go back out, get the jobs done that I can for today. Get the jobs done. It's supposed to be 77 today. No rain in the forecast. So hopefully I can just carry on through the day and get some stuff done. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna drop Black Beauty off, and so they can, now either I'm gonna get 2 tires put on and throw the new tires on the front, and then see about the 2 back tires. One of them shot, so I'm gonna see if I can salvage the other 2 or whatever the case is, and see which ones are the best ones that I could just throw on the back out of the other 3. So out of the other 3, take the best 2, throw them on the back, throw the new ones on the front, and go from there. Or just change them all out. Just change them all out and be done with it. But trying to save a little bit of money as far as, you know, using the other ones if they're not all the way down. If the tread's not all the way down, then that's what I try to plan on doing. Salvage the other 3 to see which ones are the best ones. Put them on the rims, throw them on the back, throw 2 new front ones on, and be good. And then later on down the line, change out the other 2, you know. It's always good to just change them all out. But if I don't have to pay for all 4, I don't need all 4, then why buy all 4, you know? So that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, it's real out here in the field. always juggling something, always gotta repair something, always gotta fix something. So, you know, emergency funds, business credit cards. I know some people don't like to use business credit cards and stuff like that, but sometimes they come in handy. You at least should have one business credit card, at least one business credit card, because as much as you don't like to use them, or you don't want to use it, when the time comes where you need to just keep the business like going, you gotta swipe. You gotta swipe, especially if you don't have an emergency fund, which you should have an emergency fund. You should have an emergency fund, and you should have a winter fund. The winter fund is for, you know, you tucking some money away to carry you over through the winter time. Then December, January, February / March. So 3 to 4 months, your winter fund, to keep the bills paid and keep your lifestyle kind of going the way you want it to go. But it's basically to just keep the bills paid and things like that, and stuff like that. And you should have you an emergency fund when stuff really pops off or something really happens. You got to have that. And then like I got another fund for the rental places. So just in case anything goes down on a washing machine or dishwasher or whatever, anything goes down, you know, I got funds for that. And then I got funds for my taxes. You're gonna have all these accounts and business accounts and bank accounts that you got to be filtering money into, so that you can have these different type of funds ready and available in time of need. So, hey, build up these emergency funds, your winter funds. You know, keep your funds for your taxes. You just got to do that stuff. It's very important to keep the business alive and to keep it going. And like I said, you have to have you emergency fund for your business, and you got to have an emergency fund for your household, and you got to have at least one business credit card. That's the advice that I could give you. At least one business credit card in the time of need, where you have to have it, and just to keep the business rolling, and then you just pay it off or slowly pay it off and replenish it, and then have it ready and available for the next time that you need it. So that's what I'm doing. You know, I try to utilize all my resources when times like this come about, where you gotta keep the business going. You gotta keep your vehicles maintenance. You gotta like, my tires jacked up. I gotta change it out, because I gotta get an alignment on this truck now, because I had some work done to it. So now I gotta get an alignment, and they do all 4 tires now, usually with your alignments and stuff. So in order for me to get this alignment done, I know for a fact that I gotta get this tire situation fixed. So yeah, like I said, it's real in the field. All right, guys, I'm out. Like, subscribe. You know, hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and subscribe right now. Right now. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm waiting. All right, thanks. Appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that's subscribing to my channel. And let's keep this going. Let this be a good, successful season in the lawn care. Keep those prices up. I just raised prices on the yard today, just because they had some work done. They had a whole bunch of rocks that's in their yard. They don't seem like they're getting them up, They don't want, they're not picking them up, so I can't run the lawnmower over it. So now I gotta kind of like weed eat that area because they did some groundwork and there's rocks and little pebbles and stuff everywhere. So now I gotta do extra weed eating, and I know for a fact that they just gonna leave it like that. I know for a fact they're just gonna leave it like that. So I bumped the price up an extra $7 because I started weed eating it, and I'm like, man, this is taking more time to weed eat this area when I used to just roll over it with the lawnmower. Now I can't do it, so I raised the price up. Little situations like that. Somebody throws a trampoline, on their property. Now you gotta weed eat that. I had another person that put had to raise the price on them because they put like a shed and then another concrete slab in the middle of their backyard lawn. So now I gotta weed eat around the shed, nice size shed, and then they got another, like they're gonna put another shed there, another slab of concrete down there, and I gotta weed eat around that. So that's more weed eating. So I had to raise the price on them. So things like that, you got to raise prices when the situations change on the properties and stuff where you're doing more weed eating and things like that. So yeah, that's what had to happen, and you just got to do it. All right, guys, just some little tips. Like I said, one business credit card to keep you afloat, keep your business going when time needed. You don't have to use it, but it's for emergency. Have an emergency fund account, and then for your business, you should have, if you can, have an emergency fund for your household and have an emergency fund for your business, and then have one good credit card, ready to rock and roll just to keep things going. Yeah, so that's my time. Like, subscribe, leave your comments, hit that bell button, do whatever you got to do, but you better do it. Sometimes you got to swipe. All right, guys, I'm out. See ya. See you on the next video.